Hi, Dr. Sayani. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
All good, all good. Thank you so much. How are you doing and where are you from?
I'm actually from Coimbatore, so I was outside today. Suddenly, rain just completely got drenched and all. I
Okay.
came running back home. Remember that 4:30 I have to reach by anyhow
Yeah,
since your
yeah.
meeting was there. So I'm nick on time.
Good. Thank you so much. So how is your business going? What exactly do you
Uh,
do?
the I'm actually a study abroad expert, sir.
Okay.
I help students in admission and scholarship,
Okay.
and since I myself, were an international scholarship student
Mm-hmm.
with different countries, so that's my forte. So I'm now helping students from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities to go abroad with scholarship. So that is my niche. So now, what I was doing it all this time, most of the time I was giving too much of solution to them. They would come and have a very nice time with me, and then they go and then they don't come back. So that's how I was just doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
now, I've now started actually asking money, and it's now, it's different. Like those time I was only giving free without asking. I couldn't just ask money that time too much, but now I started, like, because I know that I'm spending money and I'm just doing it, so I started asking money.
Sure.
So I got 3 clients who are wanting to enroll with me. They're a
Mm-hmm.
UG student. I mean,
Okay.
UG means they're in class 2, they want to do UG,
Okay.
and they want to enroll with me. So the my basic package is about 1 year, which is 1 lakh rupees.
Okay.
So now what happens is, I don't know how to charge them. I told them 50,000 rupees advance, but nobody is giving me 50,000. So what I understood from there talking to them, that all of them are happy to give you 25,000, and then they want to go for the maybe the sorry sir. Sir, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
Okay. So that's what I am now just stuck. Like, how do I make sure that they just kind of stay with me and pay what I asked for? So that is
Okay.
what my query right now. So I have
Sure.
three of them in queue.
Mm-hmm.
I just halted them because I said, like, okay, I'll just get back to you. I'm traveling. That's what I said, because
Okay.
I wanted to just speak to you about how do I charge them and what is that payment plan or breakup or whatever high tickets you sir doing. I to have, because I have no idea, sir, about all these things. All this time I was taking very small amount, even for a 1 to 1,000 rupees, and maximum I took 10,000 rupees for
Okay.
3 months program. So there was never problem of me just getting it paid immediately. But this is
Mm-hmm.
the first time, just I'm in this.
Understood, understood. Point well taken, and I understand what problem you would be going through. So
Mhm.
let me tell you first of all that this high ticket. When we talk about high ticket is nothing but just a mindset which comes with high efforts, high results, high transformation, high impact. So everything is very high, and you need to have high involvement as well,
Right,
right?
sir.
And it's
Right.
a mindset actually. If you see, there is no difference between a high ticket program and a low ticket program. The only difference is the transformation which you are gonna bring.
Okay, okay.
The point is, it will come with more trust. Now,
Mm-hmm.
my question to you is,
Mm.
when you are interacting with these people, how long do you talk to them before talking to the price?
Okay, sir. Actually, I didn't talk to them price.
Okay,
They asked me the price because I heard somewhere that we should not talk about price. I mean,
correct.
it was not other those time people were not even talking, asking me price. They were just listening and they were happy and they were just going back with a smile. We'll get
Okay,
back to you. But
right.
these 3 clients happened who asked me price, like how soon can we join, and how do we? Because I did all of this were on site. Before
Sure.
that, all online, online calls, Zoom calls were there, but I
Mhm.
think that did not click out with me.
Mhm.
But when it was on site, I felt like I was in more in control, and they could see me, and they could just create the trust that this madam has, somewhere a place, sits here. So because there are a lot of frauds here, right, sir?
Correct,
So
correct,
people do
correct.
not, So this time they asked me, like, what is your plan, and what everything was ready. I had my everything on my laptop because
Mhm.
here for quite some time now, almost
Yeah.
9 months. So I have everything ready. So then I shown to them, they said, okay, how do we go about it? So I said, okay, hold on, I just, get back to you.
Fair. Now, my question to you is, when you start talking to somebody, till the time you talk, and there is a point when they ask you about the price, there is some time gap, right? How long is this time gap?
Sir, actually, what I do is I teach online, sir. Okay, I'm a professor who teaches in online universities in India and US. So I do not have an office. So I actually hired a space in a shared workplace where it was 1 hour booking slot. So for all of them, I just done that. Since they wanted to meet me, I said, okay, you can come and meet me. It's a shared workplace where I just come and I'm just part of it. So it was 1 hour. So they knew that it could be 1 hour. So within 1 hour, it happened. But before that, we were in discussion. We were in chats and all. WhatsApp chat. But a meeting was only for 1 hour because that was the time.
Correct. Meeting was for 1 hour. And the duration of your talks were how much? How many days or months or weeks?
It was almost 2 weeks for two people, and almost like 3 months for another person. So it just went on. They came and they actually met twice me.
Fair.
3 months, first time they met, and again they came back. I think this is the time, because I put a post that September. So this is the time for you to start, because we just have 1 hour, 1 year. So I see that pulled them out or something, they came back. And one person came back to me after 1 year, sir. When I started my journey, that time they came, and after 1 year they came. But they're yet to, they come from a very high net worth families, but they're yet to make a decision. They asked me another 15-20 days to wait and just tell me. So I don't know whether that will click out or not. But that was like third meeting I have done for them.
Fair, understood. See, I'll tell you, these people, as you said, they're high net worth individuals, or they come from a high class family. They won't be having a problem for money, right? So the problem is not the money. The problem is not they don't want to pay. The problem is the trust which you have already built, right? And you know what? Let's say if I tell you to pay somebody whom you don't know, would you be paying them 1 lakh of rupees?
No, never.
Exactly. That's the point. So high ticket is all about building trust and the confidence. That is one. That's why I ask you, you cannot build trust in a day, or you cannot build trust in an hour, to be very frank, right? So when you said that these people were, talking to you for last 3 months, or somebody, came after a year, that means they might have been exploring some other options.
Absolutely.
And they kept you seeing for some time. So now they have built trust, right?
Okay.
Other people did not come to you because they have not built that kind of a trust. But these 3 people who were maybe following you, seeing you doing something, and they came and meet you also in your office, now they have some better trust. Fair? Now, the more the trust is built, the easier the payment is for you to collect. As simple as that. So high ticket, I always say, this is a punchline which you always remember. High ticket is never sold. High ticket is always bought. So people who come and pay me, they don't come and negotiate with me. They are fully, in trust with what I'm doing. They come and ask, sir, how can I start with you? That kind of a trust you need to build to get this money easier. That is the fundamental of doing a high ticket business. But still, if you have some trust built, let's say 50%, 60% trust and is built, you can get payments. And that is where the pricing strategy comes into play. So when yesterday when you messaged me, it was evening, I was into a meeting.
I know.
I could have, answered you, but I thought, no, simply answering you or texting you would not make any difference. So let me, discuss with you in detail. That's why I asked you for 15-20 minutes. And now I understood where is the lag. Now I understand that you also need to figure it out. Whenever you are gonna talk about pricing or something, you need to be confident that these people have already built trust in you.
Yes.
Otherwise, people will come, ask the price, and then they'll be vanishing.
Absolutely. I face that, sir.
Yeah. So you are not the problem. Your expertise is not the problem. The problem is the trust which you have not yet built. And when the people come, they, explore and then they go, because they are still to match the trust level which they have in their mind for you. Right?
Right.
That is one thing which you have to keep on doing. But that is a continuous process, because maybe there are people who would be knowing you for some months, some years. There are people who would be knowing you from yesterday. So now the trust level from are different for different people. Correct? But whenever this kind of a opportunity comes, you need to think and see how long these people have been interacting with you.
Right.
Right? And that
Right.
you can check by, their talks, and you need to qualify them actually.
Right. Right.
So there is a qualification process for your prospect, as well as you can ask them directly before bringing them in a call. Right? How are you closing actually? Will they come to your office again, or are you going to talk to them on Zoom call?
Sir, what I have done is, like, before I just met them on my office, we had a couple of Zoom calls. Okay. And then when they were just ready to, they just said to me that, they're ready and they just want to know more about me. Then I said, okay, you come and just visit me. But I generally don't have an office. That's how I am. So I cannot say that I have an office.
Correct.
This is an office. We can meet and bring everyone, like, entire family can come, so that we know each other and all. So they all came, like, with sibling, both in all the three cases, entire family came, sir, to meet. But before that, it was only the student mother. So I was not talking to the father. But after just in the meeting, fathers joined. And also in one family, there is like a twins. So both the twins came. So one twin was only interacting. He only initiated, actually, just asked me for. But then everyone was. So that is how done it, sir. And, but this only that since I have a time, it's a slot, just 1 hour, I can book. So I booked only for 1 hour, and we finished in 1 hour only. And what happened is, like, what I felt is that, they were like, especially the family which came back to me after 1 year, it was July. And this September, I remember very well, because I had just, texted and WhatsApp messages and all. So, and then this time when I saw them again, they said to me that they need another 10-15 days, ma'am, to just, think. So I was not sure, like, am I wasting time too much on them? So I was, what you said, it's a trust building. I was taking it as a trust deficit. I was just thinking, like, okay, I don't need to just, spend more time with them, if they're coming, or let them go. So I was in that point. But others were not that, because they're in the 12th, sir. They're in the last year. And these twins are in 11th. So maybe they have 1 more year, so they're taking it, slow to just decide. Others have just, and that also boosted up when I just I actually put a reel recently that this is September and then we don't have time anymore.
Correct.
This all came suddenly after that reel, kind of I published that reel, sir.
Okay, so understood. So what is happening when you created some urgency, people showed up, right?
Yes,
Understand.
yes.
This is again a part of sales where you need to put urgency in your marketing system to pull in people. But again, if they are asking for more time, see, that means they still have some hesitation in their mind.
Right.
They have come because they need some help. That is for sure. Otherwise, they'll not come to you.
Yes,
but after coming to you, maybe they might have not, developed that kind of a trust, because of which they said no, or indirectly they said no.
yes,
No, saying I'll take time or I'll come back. Nobody comes back. Nobody thinks back. Most of the time, very exceptionally, you'll be getting people are coming back to you. As you said, people, coming after 1 year, but still that person is not making a payment. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So more or less, it is a trust deficit, I would say. So you need to keep on doing online marketing as you are doing. You are putting reels or content so that people keep on seeing you on top of the minds. That is one thing which you need to keep on doing parallelly along with whatever you are doing.
Yes, yes.
Plus, before bringing them on the call, have a pre-qualification list or a question.
Yes.
Especially when we do Zoom calls, since it is not a Zoom call with you. So normally whenever I give my calendar link, there are certain questions which qualifies my prospect. Whether that person is ready to invest, whether they are ready to take action, whether ready to go with whatever then. And is the intensity of the pain really good enough to take them ahead? Right? So all these things would come into play. But as I said, why I'm asking these questions and telling you, because these are the fundamentals. Just going and shouting like I'm into the services would not help you sell your services, right? So these things you have to keep in the background, doing like an everyday job. And when the prospect is on the call, you ask about the pricing strategy. So now I'm going to talk about, I've created a document in order to give you the detail on the intricacies of how you should be talking to the prospect and what kind of a pricing you should be talking about so that they take immediate actions, right?
Yes, sir.
So I took, you say, 15 minutes just to, get into the background, but
Yes.
it will take hardly 10 more minutes to, make sure that you understand and we go with it. Right.
Yes, sir.
So this is a document which I have created. Actually, this is for my paying clients. I call it high ticket pricing strategy. Right. So I call it, these are not just strategies, but a neuropsychological boosters to sales, because everything is going to happen on this, right? So the purpose, what is the purpose of this high pricing strategy? The purpose is that the prospect should take the right decision and they move ahead with you after paying you, right? They cannot move ahead without paying. So they'll be paying with intention and purpose. If the intention and purpose is there and they're paying, then only you'll be taking ahead with them, right?
Exactly.
So what it does, it actually needs a momentum to take a decision. And you have to build a momentum by appealing to their emotion, by addressing their pain points. And this has to be done on the sales call itself, mind it. I'm talking about a virtual Zoom call because even maybe you have taken an office for some time, a co-working space, but I'll prefer you to close the clients on a Zoom call.
Okay.
Because that gives a one-on-one space and to talk on all these things, appealing to emotions. You cannot just ask people to, share their emotions in a group sitting, right? And you need to address their pain points. You need to indicate what exclusivity you bring to the table. And obviously you build trust on the call. So all these things, apart from what you have been doing, online marketing, you have to do all these things on the call itself, right? And I mentioned an important note, which is very, funny or as well as practical. You do injustice to you if you are unable to help the prospect with your expertise by not letting them choose you. Yes. Mind it. Second, you do injustice to the prospect as they would be deprived of your highly valuable services, right? Both the things make sense, especially in the high ticket zone, because everybody is benefited if you are selling and they're buying, and nobody is benefiting if you're not selling and they're not buying.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Fair. Now let's come to the important aspect of this. The 5 most powerful strategies for high ticket sales. Number 1, you have to have a value-based investment. Never talk that it is a price. Talk about this is an investment. Anchor to the ROI, not the number of hours or something. So let's say if you are saying, okay, my price is 1 lakh, they have an anchor of 1 lakh, right? Fair. And when you say 1 lakh, it will be like they are going to spend a lot of money. Fair. So what you have to do is you have to talk about the ROI, not the investment. You say, see, what is the purpose of these students going to abroad for higher studies? They'll study there, they'll get a better job, right? Now show them a picture that what kind of a job and what kind of a money they're going to make average on a month. Just give me an idea. Let's say if somebody is going to US for higher studies, if they complete their study, what would be their normal package if they get a job? An average package.
Almost $40,000, sir, per year, per annum.
Per annum.
Yes.
Right. So that becomes around 32 to 35 lakhs rupees.
Yes, sir. 40,000 is $5,000 per once you finish your UG. $5,000 per month.
$5,000 per month, which is something around 4 lakh rupees per
4,000
month in India.
$5,000.
Yeah, correct. So let's talk about, see, you are trying to, make a money. Now, what I'll be doing and what I'm trying to tell you is, whenever you talk to those individuals or the decision makers, maybe the parents, mummy, father, whoever it is, you don't talk about the investment which they are, gonna do with you. Ask about what is their purpose. So they'll say that my purpose is to send my child to US to complete their higher studies, and they get into a job where they will be earning something around $4,000 to $5,000 per month. So, sir or ma'am, let's say if we talk about Indian rupees, $4,000 or $5,000 is something around 4 to 5 lakh rupees, right? That means multiplied by 12, which is around 60 lakh, 50 to 60 lakh rupees. To get this 50 to 60 lakh rupees, if I charge 1 lakh, will it be more or less?
Yes.
Now they see the bigger picture of it. 60 lakhs or 50 lakhs versus 1 lakh. Now 1 lakh becomes very smaller, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, I did it one person like this high net worth didn't want, he wanted, Ivy League, but he didn't want scholarship. But there is one more client who wanted scholarship. For them, pitched in that scholarship is about 40 to 60 lakhs. Okay. And so even if you get 80% scholarship, what you are getting, I'm just only charging 1 lakh. So So they were like, immediately they understood the numbers. Okay.
Yeah,
They were just, asking. I mean, yesterday also father called, so ma'am, how do I pay? I said, I'll just get back to you, sir. I'm traveling. I'm not, being able to. So that's they're like in hurry to just, close the deal, because that's what
correct.
I understood, because it was easy for them to understand, because they need scholarship. And I said, like, maybe not 100%, but at least even 80% is, 40 lakhs, 80% is about 32 lakhs. So,
Correct.
it's huge amount that you get.
Correct, correct, correct. So you understand the value of showing them the ROI. That is what I'm saying. So
I mean,
you
I didn't
invest.
understand, sir. It came spontaneously.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now you are telling, I can connect the dots. Yes.
Correct, correct. So you need to show that ROI, as I said, and calculate over a period of, don't show monthly
Mm.
investment or monthly ROI, because you are charging them once, right? Maybe 1
Right.
lakh rupees, but they'll be
Yes.
making multiple times. So you say that we are talking about per year, you are going to talk about 50 to 60 lakhs, and your entire life is now on that. So
Yes.
even though leave about the other things, just in 1 year, you are going to make more than 50 times, right?
Yes. Mm.
So that way, again, depending upon what the client has in their mind, you need to customize your pitch and language subject, right?
Okay, sir.
Fair. For some intangible products, because I was not knowing what exactly we were doing. So I mentioned, if you have some, like there are people into, life coaching or energy healing or something like that, where you don't have any tangible things to show. Even if that the things are not tangible, you have to show some tangible outcomes and attach a price tag. Let's say, for example, if somebody is saying, I do not keep healthy, fair, right? So you are spending a lot of money in your health to keep yourself fit. Let's say you are spending 20,000 rupees a month, or let's say 10,000 rupees a month, and you are compounding it over years and years. So in 1 year, let's say you are spending 1,20,000 rupees, right? Even if you're spending 10,000 rupees a month, so compound it for 5 years, you are paying 6 lakh rupees to the doctors in medicines. Rather than that, why don't you pay 1 lakh here and I'll make you fit? That's kind of a thing you need to take care of, right? So tag that in tangible outcome with a price. So the crux is people, make people feel that the investment is far, far lesser than the results. That is number one, which is called value-based ROI. Fair?
Okay, I have one question. In
Yeah,
fact, when
please.
you said that this is the high net worth family, when
Yeah.
they got back to me again, they're saying that they'll need another 15, 10, 20 days. The
Yeah.
mother said to me that, father is looking for the ROI. Actually, this is what they said. The
Correct.
father is, looking at the ROI. So we want only Ivy League schools, and they don't want scholarship. They can pay and everything. They have no problem in paying, but
Yeah.
we want Ivy League schools. So on
Yeah.
those kind of cases, sir, how do I, because they already have money. So how do I prove that, that, because they're not going there for earning extra. They're going there for qualification, coming back and joining. They have several businesses. So they
Fair.
want to come back for the business to help them and
Again,
both sons. So how do I do that?
fair. Same thing. You talk about the purpose. You said that you don't want to get into job. They have a family business, right? You said that
Yes.
they are a family business.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. The person who will be joining, the student who is be coming after the studies are over, they'll be taking a position, they'll be taking a role in the organization, whatever role it is. Now, consider that role has been given to somebody outsider. What would the package which they'll be preferring and paying to that person? Let's say if the package to that XYZ person who is coming from outside would be 20 lakhs per month, sorry, per annum, or 60 lakhs per annum. I don't know what kind of a business they have. So the same thing you are going to get here. So your child is going to be worth that kind of money, which you are going to save actually. You are making him earn rather than paying it to somebody else outside.
Oh, got it. Yeah. I thought I was cornered. I thought, like, how, I mean, how do I, because they already have the money, they don't need scholarship. So how do I make them convince? Yeah, now I understand, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why, see, I told you, you need to know all these things, appeal to emotions, address their pain points. Why this person is sending his child to US to get higher studies? They can study in India as well. There must be some reasons behind it. There should be some emotions behind it. You need to trigger these things first. Then you have to come to these levels, right? Right. So point number one is done.
Yes, sir. It's done.
Let's go to point number two, which is tiered packaging. I call it, you need to have 3 tiers, right, of programs, which is good, better, best. Everywhere you have 3 tiers of program, and you have to, anchor these values. Like most of the people, now there would be people who would be preferring price. There are most of the people who come into this high value section, they don't, offer for the cheapest. They go for the cheapest one, right? Actually, elite feels aspirational. So what happens when you have three options? People mostly take the middle one, which is 70% of the cases. Let's say you say that, okay, I have three different level of programs, which is here maybe, I'm not sure how many programs you have, but you need to have three layers of program to make it better. You say this is maybe a do it yourself, right? Maybe a recorded program which can help you to, pass the examinations and go there. That could be one. Maybe you can charge 20,000 rupees for that, for example. The second layer, which is your actual program, make it in between, which is lakh of rupees. And again, put something which is, beyond that, maybe a 5 lakh rupees program, in which you need to add certain other components which makes it more effective and more, reasonable, right? So when you have three layers of program, that is why I call our offering three tiers. So people choose most of the time the middle one, right? Which is your actual program, which you want to sell.
Right,
Fair?
right. So I have one question, sir.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
ask that? Now that when you said that, I understand that in fact the high net worth family, they came for elite. I understood they come from elite and they were like in round tables and rotary and also they have. So what I felt like when you don't have an office, when you don't have a just coming and sitting in a hired place, does it give any kind of different kind of hint to them? Like because they want to brag more than they don't want cheap products
Correct.
So that is what I was just after meeting only I was asking ChatGPT those questions. Then I was saying that you never say discount, because I was telling discounted. Okay, they said you should never say discount to high net worth individuals because they want to brag that they have paid
premium prices.
Yes, premium price.
Exactly. You don't have, never use this word discount, even I'll tell you that. And what you have to do is, as you said, I have paid multiple $1,000s to people sitting in US, Canada, and they don't have offices. They're coaches like you. I do have an office. I work either from the office or from, but it doesn't have any impact. Although I keep on talking about that, I have a physical office as well, which most of the people don't have. But yes, when you have a private limited company, like I have a private limited firm, these things add to the credentials. But again, I'm saying these are not the mandatory things for you to charge high ticket. I paid my coaches $10,000, $15,000, $6,000, and I know that they don't have any office. They are also operating from one room from their house, whether they're sitting in US or Canada.
Okay.
The only thing is the level of trust which you create. Doesn't matter where you're sitting. Right?
Okay.
Point number 2 is done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, this is my, specific thing, which I am not saying this is a proprietary thing, but this is what I have taught to my paid students. And this works like, miracle. I call it double and half. Double and half. This is what pay for results. And this is called a risk reversal investment, right? So what you have to do is add a performance-based element to show confidence. I'll give you an example. Let's say, that is what I mentioned here. If your services cost $1,000, let's say you want to charge $1,000, which is your actual price of the product. Now you double it to $2,000, right? Don't say your prospect that your services is costing $1,000. Say that your services are for $2,000. Then say, pay me $1,000 now and rest 50%, which is another $1,000 when you get results. So what happens is, the client sees that you are invested in this. Your 50% is with them and they feel really accountable with you. So they trust more.
Yes, got it, sir.
Okay?
I was actually thinking of that because mine was like scholarship based, right? I'm not only getting them admission, I also want to get them scholarship. So I was thinking like that if you get scholarship, then this is like you don't have to pay me the rest, like like that. I was thinking on that point, and I also asked that if I can get, once they get scholarship, can I take any commission out of it? But then I understood ChatGPT said like it is unethical and it's not permitted to take any commission from the scholarship, because scholarship is given to merit or need based, so you should not be asking commission out of it.
Okay. So this thing will avoid, and this thing is the solution of what you have been talking, right? Customize, again, you need to customize it based on your prospect and all.
So what is it called, sir? What are you calling it as a half?
I call it double and half.
Pay for results.
Pay for results actually. So this will reverse the risk of investment actually. Fair?
So my actually cost is taken care. Only thing I'm also getting that confidence back from them. That
Yes. You got what is your price, you got your price, and you also open doors for additional some money, which after the results they'll be giving. And you need to definitely, that's why I'm mentioning here, mind it. In the third line, I mentioned people associate higher prices with higher certainty, exclusivity, and faster results. Live what you do and do what you say. Don't just increase for the sake of increasing the price. You have to deliver as well. So I'm very, prominent on this. This is not just strategies. You have to live with it. Fair?
Exactly. I'm totally agree with you.
Fair. So this is very nice. This has worked beautifully well for my clients, and at times even I also use this. Right? Okay. Now let's go to the fourth point, which is PIF bonus, action bonus, and payment options. You talked about this as well.
Yes.
PIF is painful bonus. Now you say that, okay, as you have already heard, the actual price of my product is $2,000, right? But I'm only asking you to give me $1,000. 1,000 you pay me once you see the results. Fair? Now you have to pay me $1,000 as of now. Let's talk about $1,000, right? Because that $1,000 is again based on my and your performance together, which is a matter to discuss later on. But now I'm concerned about you paying me $1,000. Now, if you pay me $1,000, I'll give you a bonus, which is called painful bonus, which is now you need to, mention here what would be your bonus related to your business, right? I've just mentioned an example like 1 month extension or something like that. Fair? So that is a painful bonus. If people are paying, they are getting a bonus if they are paying in full, right?
Yes.
Second, give them an action bonus for taking the decision on the call itself. Now, here also, some people might say, okay, I'll come back and think about it. Exactly. Right? So what do you have to say? If you do this, on this call itself, you are paying me. So I'll be giving you another action bonus. Because I don't want to waste another 1 hour with you, and you don't want to again come back to the same discussions, right? We have already understood what you want and what I have to deliver. So why are you gonna take extra time? So I'm giving you an additional action bonus if you're gonna take the decision right away, right now. And again, give some bonuses. Again, I've just mentioned this from my perspective. You need to choose something which excites them, right? As in bonus. Fair? Now you are giving a reason for them to take a decision right away, right? And third, give payment options. Even if they are saying, no, we cannot go for, we are willing to pay you, but not at one time. Let's say $1,000, I'm not going to pay you once, right? So I want some payment options. People will ask. There would be customers who would be paying you. There would be customers who would be asking you for payment options, right? Which is natural, which is okay. So what you have to say here is, say that your investment is $1,000 if you are paying in full, right? But if you want to pay in two parts, this would be your price. So increase the price by 10%, which is, let's say, if your price is $1,000, add 10%, which is $1,100, and split into two parts. So the first part and the second part becomes $550 each. So they'll be paying 10% extra if they're paying in two parts. And similarly, if they are not okay even in two parts, then give them the last option, which is a 3-part payment option by adding 20% extra. So your price becomes 1,000 plus 20%, which is $1,200, which is $400 in 3 parts each. Fair?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So now you need to let them think about it right here on the call, that which is beneficial for you. Are you going to pay me another $100 extra or another $200 extra for the same thing? Is it going to make sense? If you are really investing, if you are sending your child, let's say, and you are spending, let's say, $20,000, does it make sense for you to, pay another $200 to me for the same thing?
True.
Not exactly. So they'll definitely think about it. Fair?
Got it. Yes.
So this is point number 4. Now let's come to point number 5. Again, this is one of my favorites, or you can say, I say hurt the ego and include the FOMO, right? Keep one service something which is beyond their capacity. Now, I'm not saying to demean anybody. There would be people who are more capable than us, maybe in financial terms. But, say that this is very, very highly priced, a premium service, which I don't give to everybody, right? Even for you, this is not recommended. I don't recommend it. But there would be people might be asking, you say that is for $10,000. That is for 10 lakh rupees. So what do you do in 10 lakh rupees? You say that I do this. Be ready for that. Hurt their ego to say that you are still far away from it. You cannot afford it. So that hurts their ego. So
Yes.
when you hurt their ego, people take action and they pay. And second, you also need to show what they'll be missing if they don't pay in full, right? Show the value of money which they lose by paying in parts and mixing the valuable additional bonuses, right? Like what we said, if you pay in bonus, you'll be getting some bonuses here, then some bonuses here, something like that. So when you show, again, they'll be thinking that they're missing out on something just for $200 or $100. So they'll get back to the same thing saying, okay, let's pay in full. And our
Yes.
purpose is to collect the payment in full.
And exactly.
Right? So when people feel like they're losing, they take action faster.
Actually.
Right? So these are the 5 things which is, again, it is coming from my own experiences. And this is what I teach my own paid people to price and talk to prospects in this language.
So helpful, sir. I mean, I don't have any understanding, but when you were just telling, I could connect because that's what I felt. Like, when as long as the moment, I mean, in fact, with one client, I was just asking that, it's not about my fees. There are also application fees are there, admission application fees about 5,000 to 10,000. Will you be able to pay? Immediately, I mean, I understood that they have money, they can pay. Yes, no problem, ma'am. We can pay. Why 5 universities? We can even go more than 5 universities. So far, they were just trying to play very low. So I was really thinking maybe they're not able to pay it so much. Then how do I just help? I was like in back of mind what's going on. The moment I said that, they said, no problem. Why 5? We can just even apply for 7 universities. You just take us through. So then things get clearer. So I mean, I did not get all these experiences when I was not pushing for high ticket. I had no idea about the sales at all because it was so easy sales. Like people just transact the money because they're just such a cheap product. But this is when I felt like the learning is the highest.
Okay. So I just want to take a feedback of this entire call.
Absolutely.
So and can I use it in my any of the case studies or something like this?
Yes, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So
but
I'll
you
just
want me to just also in the video. I will not because I was all wait. I just came running to sit.
No, that's okay. That's okay. See, I believe in being natural. I don't want any hanky-panky things. Whatever comes to your mind, whatever you are, whatever I am. Even see, I got a haircut yesterday and it's all white. No, so I could have dyed it, but I did not do. Maybe I'll be doing in a day or two. But anyway, this is what we are, right? So I believe in being natural, being honest to whatever it is. So I just wanted to record another. I'll just click it here, and I want a feedback of whatever things happened right from when you send me a text, I replied you, and how we did this call, and what was the outcome of the call, right? Everything. I'll just stop here and re-record, right?
Sure.